Well, you haven't heard it from me, and I haven't heard it, so. Pirates love underpants. My name is Jackson Karp. I live in Belgrade, Montana, and I currently work at Saddle Peak Elementary School in Belgrade. Right at the beginning of my childhood, I was diagnosed with autism at 4 years old. I'm really gonna quick say I have another word for autism. I call it Awesomism, or I say Awesomistic.
Yeah, you probably want to start that.
He has always been super funny. And, you know, he can make the most mundane things funny. And his sense of humor, I believe, is what really started that social communication.
Now, autism is basically like a developmental disability where your brains are wired a little bit differently. Being on the high functioning end of the spectrum, I can do a lot of normal things. I mean, I can drive, I know how to spend money, and learning in the mainstream classroom was always tricky. So that's why I had to go to resource classes throughout my 13-year education. I'd have to have aides sit in on some classes to help either modify the assignments that were given to me or teach the subject in a completely different way.
Hanging out with my friend Jackson is great. We do a lot of fun. We go to the mall, watch movies, see basketball, and that's pretty much it. But sometimes we hang out at our houses, watch movies and all. I mean, it was amazing. Back then I thought there's no one that could understand me with my optimistic life. But when I met Jackson, it made me feel like I'm not the only one who has autism.
Kayden he's now 16 years old. He is a sophomore at the high school. We met through his mom, who's a teacher at the school that I work at. And she basically heard I had autism. And there was one day where she asked me if I'd be interested in mentoring her son.
He tells me to be happy and calm down. He's always there for me. Even whenever there's bad times and good times, he's there for me.
But mentoring him, I could definitely see some relatable aspects. I mean, it honestly feels rewarding to know that I am doing something that someone did for me to get me on the right path. That's just cool to think about. And it's more of a job to me. It's more than a paycheck. You're impacting kids' lives, and that's something you can't put a value on. And that appears to be the end of the book.